Hi guys, how many times have you heard someone tell you that they found something which will be huge, the next biggest phenomenon in network marketing? Well, I've certainly heard this on what feels like a monthly basis just recently. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm simply going to share some information with you, and then it's up to you to decide on how big you think this is going to be. Now, the program or the niche area of the program, it's a little bit different to certainly what I'm used to, and possibly to what you're used to. And so, to give a little flavour of what it's all about, I'm just going to play you this short video.
Alright, just a few more feet, and here we are, gentlemen. The gates of Elzebub.
Good Lord. Don't panic. This is what the last 97 hours have been about.
And stay frosty. There's a horde of armed goblins on the other side of that gate guarding the Sword of Azeroth.
Warriors, unsheath your weapons. Magic wielders, raise your wands.
Lock and load.
Raj, blow the gates.
Blowing the gates. Control, Shift, B. Oh my God, so many goblins!
What's this there? Slash that move! Slash that move!
Information!
Leonard, you got one on your tail!
That's all right, my tail's prehensile. I'll swat him off.
I got him, Leonard. Tonight I spice my mead with goblin blood.
Raj, now it's a trap. They're flanking us.
He's got me.
Sheldon, he's got Raj! Use your sleep spell! Sheldon!
Sheldon!
I've got the Sword of Azeroth.
Get the sword, Sheldon. Help Raj.
There is no more Sheldon. I am the Sword Master.
Leonard, look out!
Damn it, no, we're dying here.
Goodbye, peasants.
The bastard teleported.
He's selling the Sword of Azeroth on eBay.
You betrayed us for money? Who are you?
I'm a rogue night elf. Don't you people read character descriptions? Wait. Somebody just click buy it now.
I am the Sword Master!
Okay, so that's probably completely thrown you. The name of the program that we're going to be looking at is called MMOCashout. And as you can see, here is a screenshot of what the current website looks like, and the new one we consider will resemble. Now, the niche area that we're going to be looking at here is what's called massively multiplayer online role-playing games, which isn't particularly catchy, so it's more commonly referred to as MMORPG. So the marketplace for MMORPG is absolutely massive, and to try and give you an idea of just how big this market is, here's some figures for you to take a look at. You can see that, I mean, these figures are, as you can see, a couple of years old, but in 2011, $12.5 billion was spent in the US alone on this type of gaming, and $65 billion was spent worldwide. Now, this money was spent on buying the games, the subscriptions for the games, and to MMORPG websites and gaming groups. Now, a couple of games in particular that you'll be familiar with, World of Warcraft, that has over 10 million subscribers, and another familiar game that you'll be aware of, Star Wars the film, the Old Republic game had 1 million subscribers within the first 3 days of its launch. So straight away you can begin to see the huge demand that there is there for these sort of products, where people pay money for these games. Now, as well as the games themselves, there is also a huge market in respect of all the peripheral products within these games, which are sold and brought online. The MMORPG.com is a website that you can look at later, perhaps Google. The MMOCashout is actually modelled upon that site, and currently has 2.5 million subscribers. So as you can see, we're not just talking about 50,000, 80,000, 100,000 subscribers. We're talking about millions of people that get involved in these websites and these games. And the reason that so many people get involved is that gamers themselves by nature are natural referral marketers, whether they know this or not. When they find something that's great, they simply tell all their friends about it. And they use many of the social network avenues that we know about, and various gaming forums. And that's why these huge numbers of people are subscribing. Now, believe it or not, and this is the exciting bit for us, is that currently gamers aren't able to make money from the hobby, or you could actually consider this as an obsession. Now, that's to say that some people do make some money. There are various gaming competitions that go on, and there are a select few, perhaps you could call them the elite, that win serious amounts of money, and all the tables that they produce, you can see them on Google. But having said that, the majority of people don't make any money, and obviously this is where we are going to be coming in. There are millions of people out there who would love to be able to earn some money from carrying out their hobby. Here's just a few more examples of the sort of numbers that are involved in MMORPG. So as you can see here, World of Warcraft, there's over 10 million people who currently subscribe to the Facebook group, and over 113,000 people talking about it. Up there in the top right corner, 19 million gamers subscribe to Rapture, which is an MMORPG platform. And if you go to take a look at YogsCast, the YouTube channel, has over 6.5 million subscribers. Down on the bottom left there, you can see the MMO site, which MMOCashout is going to be using as its model. And again, this has over 2.5 million subscribers. So you can now hopefully see the potential here. We're not asking people to market or create a marketplace. I mean, this already exists. And we're expecting that the MMO cash out program will go viral amongst these gamers once things are live. Okay, so let's have a look at the MMO cash out program and explain things in a bit more detail. So it's got 3 parts to it at the moment. MMO cash out is the hub, it's the community, and as part of this there will be MMO Playbook. Now this is going to be a communication and social platform similar to that of Rapture, the Rapture site which I mentioned earlier. This will be where people will be able to go online, all the gamers, and talk about a particular game, share hints and tips and how to achieve a level or whatever. And then the other part you can see there on the right, this is the platform where gamers will be able to buy and sell various things. It'll be designed very much like Craigslist is, and so they'll be able to go there and buy and sell various things like a piece of armoury or a tip or a hint to sort of get over a challenge within a game or a level, or to buy or sell weapons, pretty much like the sword in the clip there earlier. Okay, now there's lots of ways that people will be able to make money through MMO cash out program. So just looking at the MMO cash out hub part, you're going to be able to make what's often referred to as fast start commissions, and they'll be paid for everyone that you personally introduce to MMO cash out. You'll be able to earn monthly commissions based on everyone who is in your team below you, regardless of whether you have actually introduced them into the program or not. And this will go down to 20 levels deep. And then the third way is you'll be paid additional payments depending on the individual's status. And there's basically going to be 4 statuses, and dependent on what status each of those people below you in your team are, will depend on the different payments of commission that you will earn. Okay, so when we look at the MMO buy it on the right hand side there, on the buying and selling platform, you'll be able to make commissions from any of your direct referrals purchases. So that's what we're talking about earlier with regards to armory or tips or weapons, etc. And then this will be applied 3 levels deep. So you'll earn commissions on your referrals purchases and their direct referrals purchases, and then their direct referral purchases. And then on top of all of this, there's going to be other ways that you'll be able to earn money, and we're expecting to hear about those in due course. Right then, we need to think about things a bit differently, especially in respect of the terminology. Certainly the terminology that network marketers are used to. As you can see here, these are the 4 statuses which I mentioned earlier. So the first level is that of the squatter on the left there. There will then be the peasants, and then squires, and then lastly royals. So you'll be able to come in at whichever level of these that you want to, and then you'll have the option to upgrade later at any date. So you could come in first of all perhaps as a peasant, and then later upgrade to the squire, and then later upgrade to the royal, or you can choose just to come straight in at a squire and stay there if you wish, or upgrade later to the royal. Now, underneath those statuses there, you can see this is where the terminology changes. Your direct sponsor will be your liege lord. Your position will be the village. Rather than recruiting, will be simply spreading the word. Your personal sponsored people will be your kindred, and the standard 2x20 matrix will be called the guild. And I quite like this. Rather than making earnings, we'll be collecting taxes.